Yo, let me tell you, growing up, we weren't exactly rolling in dough. My family, we had to make every penny count. I remember those days vividly. The constant hustle, the endless grind. It wasn't easy, but it taught me a lot about resilience and determination. My definition of wealth back then was having enough coins for the bus fare. Just enough to get me to school and back, maybe even to a friend's house if I was lucky. Every coin was a small victory, a step towards something better, and maybe, just maybe, a bag of those spicy ramen noodles. Those noodles were more than just a meal. They were a symbol of comfort, a little slice of happiness in a bowl. I would savor every bite, dreaming of a day when I wouldn't have to count every penny. Yeah, those were the days. We all got our struggles, right? Everyone has their own battles to fight, their own mountains to climb. But it's those very struggles that shape us, mold us into who we are meant to be. But hey, those struggles, they build character, or so they say. They teach you to be tough, to keep pushing forward no matter what. They make you appreciate the little things, the small victories that keep you going. Little did I know, those ramen noodle days were setting the stage for a wild ride. They were preparing me for the challenges ahead, for the journey that lay before me. Every struggle, every setback was a lesson in disguise. One day I was walking past this fancy store downtown. You know, the kind with those intimidating security guards. The kind of place where you feel out of place just by looking at the window displays. It was a world so different from mine, yet so fascinating. I saw this dude pull up in a sleek sports car, hop out, and casually buy a watch that probably cost more than my entire neighborhood combined. It was a moment of realization, a glimpse into a world of possibilities. That's when it hit me. There's a whole different level of making it out there. A level where dreams become reality, where hard work pays off in ways you can't even imagine. It was a wake-up call, a reminder that there was so much more to strive for. I knew I had to crack the code. But how? How do you go from counting coins to buying luxury watches? How do you turn dreams into reality? It was a question that haunted me, a puzzle I was determined to solve. And so, my journey began, fueled by ramen noodle dreams and an unshakable determination to make it big. Now, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My inheritance was more like a rusty spork, so I had to get creative. I started hitting the books. And no, I'm not talking about those dusty textbooks from school. I'm talking about the real deal personal finance books, biographies of self-made millionaires, you name it. The library became my second home, okay, maybe my third after the basketball court. I devoured every piece of information I could find about building wealth. It was like Neo entering the Matrix, except instead of Kung Fu, I was learning about compound interest and investment strategies. Mind blown. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, some of this financial jargon sounded like a foreign language at first. Compound interest, diversification. It was like everyone else was speaking fluent money, and I was just mumbling a few words. But I was determined to learn the lingo. I started small, breaking down complex concepts into bite-sized pieces. I figured even if I take baby steps, eventually I'd be sprinting past those financial hurdles. And you know what? It worked. Slowly but surely, the fog started to clear, and I began to see the Matrix for what it was, a game that could be played and won. Now, while I was busy decoding the financial matrix, I knew I couldn't just sit around and wait for the money to magically appear in my bank account. Nah, I needed to hustle. I tried everything, selling sneakers, DJing at parties, even dog walking. Hey, don't judge. Those pups were my first investors. Each side hustle, no matter how small, taught me valuable lessons about hard work, customer service, and the power of a good hustle. Plus, the extra cash I made went straight into my Escape the Ramen Noodle life fund. We were on our way, baby. Section 5. Investing in my future self. Remember that Library Epiphany I told you about? Well, one of the biggest takeaways was the importance of investing. Not just investing in stocks or bonds, but investing in myself. I started attending workshops, taking online courses, anything that could help me level up my skills. See, I realized that the most valuable asset I had wasn't money, it was my mind. By investing in my education and personal growth, I was essentially investing in my future earning potential. It was like planting seeds that would eventually grow into a money tree. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the point. Section 6. The algorithm of success. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, Trevor, but what's the secret sauce? What's the magic algorithm for success? Well, here's the thing. There's no one-size-fits-all formula, but there are some key principles I've learned along the way. First, you got to be hungry for it. Success doesn't just fall into your lap. You got to chase it down like it's the last slice of pizza at a party. Second, be consistent. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. And finally, never stop learning and adapting. The world of finance is constantly changing, so you got to stay ahead of the game. Section 7. Bouncing back from setbacks. Listen, my journey to financial freedom wasn't always smooth sailing. There were bumps in the road, detours, and even a few U-turns along the way. I made some rookie mistakes, invested in things I didn't fully understand, and had my fair share of setbacks. But here's the thing about setbacks. They're not failures, they're learning opportunities. Every time I stumbled, I picked myself up, dusted myself off, and figured out how to do better next time. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. Section 8. From Ramen to Riches. This is a story of transformation, a journey that took me from the humble beginnings of instant noodles to the opulence of fine dining. So there you have it, the tale of how I turned my ramen noodle dreams into a reality, where I can now afford a decent meal and so much more. My journey from those simple, budget-friendly meals to cooking gourmet dishes has been nothing short of extraordinary. It's been a wild ride, filled with unexpected twists and turns, full of ups and downs, moments of triumph and times of doubt. But through it all, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Why, you ask? Because this journey has taught me the true meaning of wealth beyond just financial success. See, wealth isn't just about the size of your bank account or the luxury items you can buy. It's about having the freedom to pursue your passions, to wake up every day excited about what you do. It's about the ability to give back to your community, to make a positive impact on the lives of others. And most importantly, it's about living life on your own terms, with the freedom to make choices that align with your values and dreams. It's about knowing that you've created a life where you're no longer defined by your circumstances, but by your choices, your actions, and your determination to succeed. Section 9. Unleash your inner entrepreneur. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trevor, that's great for you, but I'm just a regular person. I don't have any special skills or connections. I don't have a fancy degree or a network of influential people to back me up. Well, let me tell you something. You are capable of amazing things. Don't underestimate yourself. Every successful entrepreneur started somewhere, often with nothing but a dream and a lot of determination. We all have something unique to offer the world. Your experiences, your perspective, and your skills are valuable. The key is to identify your passions, develop your skills, and never be afraid to take that leap of faith. It's about finding what makes you excited to get up in the morning and pursuing it relentlessly. Whether it's starting a side hustle, investing in your education, or simply changing your mindset about money, every small step counts. The power to transform your financial future lies within you. It's about making smart choices, taking calculated risks, and learning from every experience. So go out there and unleash your inner entrepreneur. Collaborate with others, seek out mentors, and never stop learning. The world is waiting for you. Your journey starts now, and the possibilities are endless. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, or share this video, and subscribe to this channel about personal finance and investing.